you guys, welcome back to Clever News. We're so excited to have you back for another round of Rumor Patrol. You guys know me, I'm Deidre, joined by my delightful friend, Miss Katie Krause.
Hey guys, happy Friday.
Happy Friday to all of you.
Yeah.
It is a very, very weird episode of Rumor Patrol. It was a mildly depressing week in Hollywood. Would you agree?
I agree completely, so I just kind of want to give you guys a warning. This is a very solemn episode of Rumor Patrol, but we're going to do our best to
We're
keep
staying
things
positive.
And we hope to be a light in your Friday.
Absolutely.
Amidst all the darkness in Hollywood this week.
Well said. What is rumor number one, please?
All right, you guys know that, of course, Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth announced their breakup on Monday.
Sad.
But now there's all this news about Eiza Gonzalez. Of course, she's gorgeous. She's an actress, she's a singer, and there's tons of photos. We have them of her kissing Liam Hemsworth. They met in Vegas. They hung out in Vegas. They've been spending nights at each other's house ever since. And people are wondering if Liam cheated on Miley or if they've been broken up for a while now, and that's why he's all of a sudden moved on with this girl, and it seems a little bit quicker than we would like, or what we would have hoped.
Yeah.
So we actually have two guests. We have Miriam and Vivian from, of course, Clever TV here, and they've interviewed Eiza before. They know everything about her. They've been covering her.
All the dish.
Miriam and Vivian, where are you guys?
Let's bring them out.
Okay, so as you guys see, we've got Miss Miriam, Eiza, Vivian, Fabiola. You guys know everything about Eiza Gonzalez. Did I say her name correctly? Okay. What is going on? Who is she? Do you think that they were hooking up while he was still engaged or not?
Well, okay. That's a very good question. Now, on the outside, it looks like they just broke up, and literally within minutes, he's with Eiza. But since we work in the entertainment industry, we know how these PR things go. My personal opinion is back in the VMAs, when Miss Miley did her performance, I actually think she was trying to get her man jealous, because by then they were already broken up. So I think this had already happened. Bam.
Or maybe her
Good theory.
ex-man. And that's what we've been discussing, Miriam and I. We definitely think that they've been broken up for a while.
Yep.
I don't believe that Liam cheated on Miley.
Okay.
But of course, all of the fans are tweeting. And actually, the funny thing is, obviously, Eiza has a lot of Mexican fans. But these Mexican fans are actually mad at her. And they're supporting Miley, and they're bashing her really bad on
Got
Twitter.
a lot of smilers out there.
A lot of smilers.
What do you think?
I just think that this whole thing is so messy, and we're not going to be able to form an accurate opinion until we actually know what the deal was. Like you said before, working in this industry, things are a lot more manipulated and pre-negotiated sometimes than what meets the eye or than what we get to hear. So I think I'm just gonna hold out and cross my fingers that there was no cheating, because I like Liam separately, I like Miley separately. Together, obviously there were some rough waters there, and I just want to continue to support both of them, and I hope that they're both happy.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I can't help but notice the pattern of events that they both went to separate.
Right.
I mean, she won the Maxim Hot 100, the number one on the list. We were at the party.
You
we
have
saw her.
the hottest woman in the world, and you're not going to support her when she's named the hottest woman in the world?
Right.
What?
I
You're not going
then-
to show ownership?
It's very weird. And then, she did wear her ring that night. Then I look at the Paranoia premiere. I was there. She was there to support Liam. She was hanging out with his family. Things were a little bit weird, but I thought they were trying to work things out. Literally that same week, you fast forward to the Teen Choice Awards, he presents an award and takes off, does not stay with her. She wins an award. She's sitting with her dad and her sister. Why is she not with her
girls,
fiance?
we could understand, and I feel like we've all kind of had a breakup where we sort of pretend like we're still with the guy, but we're really not, because we're embarrassed. We don't really want to share with everyone, or we're not ready, or we're not ready to give a reason. So I think,
let alone a global superstar.
Exactly.
But I will say he's had a lot of cheating allegations thrown his way, dating all the way back to February with January Jones.
Right.
So you go all the way back then, they were definitely engaged. She was wearing her ring up until we tried to look and see if you could see them at her ring at the VMAs. It was hard to tell.
Yeah.
I don't think this ring is the the deal breaker here. I think a lot of times you wear the ring because your publicist just told you to go out with the ring. I did want to add, though, I know that everyone's throwing a lot of hate towards her, like Vivian said, even within our own country. But I will say this, a lot of people are saying that Liam and Asa have nothing in common. If you look a little closer, they actually have a lot in common. Number one, they're both immigrants.
Okay.
They're not from that's a big thing.
Australia and Mexico.
Exactly.
Okay.
They both became famous at a very young age in their own country. They both moved to Los Angeles for the exact same reason, because they wanted to, you know,
That's
manifest.
a great point.
Thank you. And also, very importantly, they were both born in January of 1990.
Interesting
So they're the
fact.
same age.
They're the same exact age.
What I think is the most uncanny similarity between Asa and Miley is that they were both Hannah Montana. So obviously Miley was Hannah Montana here in the United States.
I'm still a fan.
Obviously, greatest show ever. And then Asa, I guess, played this character called Roxy Pop.
Right.
On, was it
Exactly.
Sueño Conmigo?
Yes, something,
Okay.
something like that.
Which is a
You
very
said it very well.
Liam
Thank you.
definitely has a type. Is the
Yeah,
point
he
we're
does.
trying to
Absolutely.
make.
Actors,
Yes.
singers.
Okay, maybe let's just get both of your opinions to kind of wrap up.
Sure.
What do you want to see happen with this whole Asa and Liam relationship? Do you think she could be the next Miley? Do you think he's going to put a ring on it,
you
or
guys
is it
are
casual?
all gonna hate me. I really like them together.
Really?
Yes, I think it's
Okay.
a cute couple. I mean, I love Miley Cyrus and I loved Miley and Liam, but it is what it is, and whatever happened, happened, and I really like them together. I think they look cute. I think she's beautiful. The only thing I hope is really not behind this, supposedly, this is also a rumor, she already landed her first role in Hollywood.
That was
I
fast.
interviewed her
Yeah.
a month ago, and she was just telling me, oh, I'm moving to LA. I look forward to expanding my career. So I hope this is not, once again, a publicity
Right.
matter.
Okay, so we have one Laysa fan.
Lisa, there we go.
Do we have another?
I will say this, it seems like the Hemsworth brothers do well with Latin girls. So on one hand, I like it. And on another hand, I think that no matter what, they both, Asa and Liam, just got out of a relationship. And y'all know, you don't actually form a long relationship with the next romantic interest. So I don't think it's going to work out. We might like them
Rebound.
together, but I just wish them all some peace and
Two
love.
very different opinions. What do you think really fast?
I also kind of think that it's kind of casual right now, but that's not to say that they could go the distance. What's casual can sometimes manifest into something serious, so who knows?
True.
We'll wait. What do you think?
What do I think?
You're a Mayim fan.
I love Mayim.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart. I just wish that, you know, you're engaged, you date for 4 years. I wish he would have gone a little bit slower. Be it that they broke up a month, a day, it doesn't really matter. The point is 4 years.
Hey, but a breakup is better than a
So-
divorce.
Agree.
Amen.
Well
Thank
said,
you. Well
Vivian.
said. Great final note. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for having us on your show.
Make sure
We're
you
gonna-
subscribe to Clever TV for
Yes.
more of these
Thank
two
you.
lovely ladies.
We have another rumor.
Stick with us.
Yes. I adore those ladies.
They're just the sweetest.
Another big story this week, of course. Zac Efron. I know you have all the details.
Yes,
What
and I
is
know that
going
your
on?
your heart feels like a dagger has just been jabbed into it. But you guys, the good news is that Zac Efron got the help that he needed. Of course, I'm referring to the fact that Zac Efron has a much deeper struggle, I should say, with drugs than maybe we initially thought.
Right.
So news broke this week that he had completed a stint in rehab, but then TMZ confirmed later in the week that he actually went twice.
And for cocaine, not alcohol, which
Right.
was also part of the initial report.
Right. So basically, not even just cocaine and ecstasy, Molly particularly. So it kind of all started when he realized his life was spinning out of control. He was on the set of that movie, The Neighbors, and he wasn't showing up, and people knew that something was kind of funky with him. So he went and he sought some treatment. He's still in an outpatient treatment now, getting help and staying sober and being in this new environment where he can be around people who only encourage positive stuff in his life, because the drugs and the bad friends is just not cool. TMZ said there's 4 reasons why he went
we
to
have
rehab.
those listed actually in our story from this week. So.
Yes, it's just a combination of his parents not getting along with them, having some girl problems, not feeling like his career is in the right place. What do you make of all this? I mean, did we ever peg the kid from High School Musical who transitioned into good movies? Like, I think The Lucky One is a good movie. You know what I mean?
I think 17 Again is also
Fabulous.
a fantastic movie. You know, at any price. I'm really excited about The Neighbors and that awkward moment, also Parkland. I never actually expected this from Zac, but it's so easy to fall into it, and that actually goes into our next rumor, so I'll hold my thoughts on that. There is a rumor, though. Hollywood Life claims that he has a secret girlfriend.
Oh, Yeah, I'm not sure I believe that, especially if he's going through this really rough time emotionally. I'm not sure that it's the right time to have a secret romance going on behind the scenes. Yes, everybody, let's out Katie Krause. She's Zac Efron's secret girlfriend. You know what? I think right now is a perfect time for him to focus on 2 things. Number 1, his health, of course, and number 2, his career. If his career is not what he wants it to be, I heard that he wants to model himself sort of after Leonardo DiCaprio. You know, take some time, sit down with your agent, figure out what direction you want to go in, and we wish you all the best, Zac. Yeah. Please keep making good movies, at least in our opinion.
In any case, happy you got help.
Yes,
that's the
always.
first step.
Way to be responsible.
Rumor number 3.
Yes.
Like I mentioned, has to do with all of these celebrities, particularly young Hollywood, promoting drugs, doing drugs. We've seen so many deaths, so many problems, and people are singing about it. And to me, it's almost becoming, I know when the Zac Efron news came out, I feel like a year ago, the shock value would have been much higher, but because I almost feel like we're like desensitized to it, because, I mean, you have Miley singing about Molly, you have Justin Bieber and his weed scandals, and him singing about Molly and sipping on his scissor. I mean, the list goes on and on. You have Nick Carter, who we actually hung out with this week. We did a segment with him, but he was talking about addiction. He has a new book out. We have Lindsay Lohan. I mean, Corey Monteith died from a drug overdose. The Lamar Odom stuff. The list, honestly, you guys, goes on and on and on. What do you think is going on? I told you this was going to be a little bit of a serious episode.
Yeah, and of course this is in place of our third rumor because we thought it was such a serious issue that it was worth kind of detailing with each other. It breaks my heart more than anything because, as you know, as you guys know too, celebrities are the most privileged people on the planet. They have access to all the greatest things that one could even dream of one day grabbing and having for themselves. And to see people like out at night, kind of blowing that all out the window and choosing to do drugs instead, it just makes me question where their values and morals and priorities go. Because Katie and I are very thankful to have this job and to sit here in these chairs every single week and to talk to all the cleverettes out there. There is no way in a million years that we'd go to a nightclub and like act irresponsibly or frivolously.
I think it's more than that. We would never sit here and promote drug use. I know Lady Gaga was on Watch What Happens Live.
This did not sit well with me, no.
And I know you know exactly like what she said, but she was talking about her past.
Yeah, they said, have you ever what they said, like, what do you think about Miley Cyrus talking about all this Molly and blah 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 blah? And she was like, well, I used to be a go-go dancer back in the day, and you know, when I was a raver, I experimented, and instead of saying don't do it, stay away from it, she was just like, be careful.
It's become such a flimsy topic, I think, is the problem. And there's nothing wrong with going out and being young. I know that we do like doing that, but I think there's a fine line
in a responsible way.
Yeah, and I think, you fall, it's so easy. You have people just giving you things, access to this, free that, and it's so easy. And I think it's a testament to people who look like they have everything, do not. And money and fame does not equal happiness, because all these people are obviously turning to these drugs for some reason. I mean, we have all these reasons that Zac did it, and it's very surprising. So we just want to say that I don't know, take it as it's very serious, and I think lately it's becoming very not serious. But I think really take a step back and look at what all these people are doing. I mean, we've lost Amy Winehouse, she died. Corey Monteith, he died.
Brad Renfro.
I mean, you look at all these overdoses. Whitney Houston.
Yeah,
I mean, you just look, and it is very, very serious things, and it does bother me that people are so casual about speaking about it in interviews, about singing about it and promoting it. I have Rihanna, uploading hundreds of pictures smoking weed. What?
It's not cool. So basically, you guys, just to wrap up, our message to you is to find something you're passionate about in life and go after it and make that your hobby. Because drugs are not cool. They're going to end in disaster. No one ever experimented with drugs and had a positive outcome. You know what I mean? So find something you love, find something you're passionate about, and don't listen to celebrities who preach these awful, awful things.
Yes. Make up your own mind for yourself.
There you go.
That's what we want to say.
Should we brighten things up a little bit and go with some shout-outs?
I think it's time for a much-needed shout-out.
Absolutely. All right, you guys, put your smiles back on because now it is time for us to do a few shout outs before we wrap up. My first one comes from YouTube. It was about a story we did this week about Liam Hemsworth letting Miley keep her engagement ring even though they're not together anymore. So my shout out is to Penny Lively. You have a really cute name. I love the name Penny and I love Blake Lively.
I was like Penny Lane and Blake Lively put
mixed together. You're perfect. Great. So she said, it's actually really interesting. She said, it seems like everyone on the comment section were Team Liam, but after seeing him kiss Aisa, Cleverettes are more on Team Miley. I really am shocked, but I think that Miley didn't respect Liam and Liam didn't respect her.
Interesting.
So, really interesting that people have kind of turned the tables. I mean, we kind of already told you how we feel in the first segment of Rumor Patrol, but again, just wish them all the best.
Wish them the best.
Yes.
Thanks for your comment,
Thank you,
Penny.
Penny Lively. What do you have?
Okay, so I actually have a comment on Twitter. I wrote it out on my paper. It's from Lauren Talon. Yo, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Who said, hey, at Katie Krause. Hey, Deidre. I just subscribed to your YouTube channel.
Thank you.
I'm super excited to see what you guys post next. #Cleverettes. So just wanted to say thanks for subscribing.
We love you.
Made me happy.
Thank you.
We got 2 Instagram shout outs.
Yes.
Before we wrap up.
Yes. Okay, so I was lucky enough to chat with one of our favorite actresses, Brittany Snow, this week. She's
the
so
best.
sweet. We talked all about Pitch Perfect 2. If you haven't seen it, click the link right here. I want to give a shout out to Kaiz1711 who said, OMG, Pitch Perfect 2. Gonna have to wait until 2015 and then the crying sad emoji face. How will I cope? And dude, I think we know the obvious answer. Just keep watching Pitch Perfect 1 until you laugh so hard that you can't breathe because that's what happens every time I watch that movie.
It's such a good
The
movie.
best.
It's such a good flick.
The best. What do you have?
Okay, so we got to work out with Nick Carter, like we said. He is just the nicest, most talented, down-to-earth guy. His fiance is
So
equally
sweet.
as nice, Lauren Kitt.
Yes.
So I posted a little collage of us, like pumping iron.
Getting our sweat
with
on.
them. So I wanted to say hello to Janny Train, who's just been really nice lately. So hey, Janny.
Hi.
And then Lil Miss Abs. I thought it was a perfect name.
Someone who works out.
Said, oh, how lovely. I love you so much. Just joined the family, and I'm glad I did. I come from England, so if you find me typing in the middle of the night, ... Sorry.
Never
So,
need to apologize.
Hey, in London, so happy to have you join the Family Club Cleverette. And then AMR5570 said, I'm such a big Cleverette. Love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. We just think that your comments are so nice. They brighten our days.
You guys are so
All the
supportive.
time.
It's all about supporting one another, people. Yeah, that's what it's about.
the love.
Yes.
Do you want to run down our rumors from this week?
Yes, you guys know the drill. It is time to take it to the comment section. Let us know what you think of this whole Liam Hemsworth maybe cheating on Miley with Aisa Gonzalez. Let us know what you think is really going on with Zac Efron and this Molly cocaine addiction of his. And of course, let us know what you think about all these really sad tragedies involving drugs and Hollywood promoting drugs. It's just not cool, yo.
Not cool,
Not
yo.
cool.
Let us know, though, by hitting us up in that comment section. You guys can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, basically
Vine.
Vine, all of the places. We are there. Find us. Have a stellar weekend. Be safe.
Yes.
And don't forget, a new episode with double the shout-outs airs tomorrow. And
Yes.
our new show airs next week. So
Get excited
make sure
for
you guys
it.
are subscribed. Tell your friends. Happy Friday again. We love you. I'm Katie. This is Deidre. Bye.
Bye.